Hello, Riverbank friends. How are you today? We're doing something a little different for this gym class. We're going to have a health lesson. And I got my friend Boney here that's going to help us out. So see if you can guess what this health lesson is going to be about. Bones. You got it. We're going to talk a little bit about bones. Boney just had a huge holiday with Halloween, so he decided he was going to help us out. So we're going to talk about bones. First question I have is, how many bones do you think you have in your body? When I've done this in the past, people say 10, 50, 25, 100. Well, we're going to read this and we're going to find out, and then I have some other actually interesting kind of facts about it. So the book is Bones. All right, it starts out with walk, jump, touch your toes. Bend your knees, hold your nose. Any way you move, your bones are helping you out. And there's what it looks like. All right, next page. You have, here it is, 206 bones in your body. 206. That's a lot of bones. 206. Actually, when you're born, you have over 270. So when you're a little baby, you have 270 bones. And what happens? Some of those little smaller bones actually grow together to become one bigger bone. So if you're, by the age you're in school, you have 206 bones in your body. That's a lot. These bones fit together perfectly. Together they form your skeleton. And that's what Boney is here. He is a skeleton. All right, and then I'll show you the little pictures we got going on here. Imagine trying to put all those bones together in a puzzle. That would be kind of hard. All right, your bones are hidden under your skin, but you can feel them and see their shape. All right, if you feel up here, you feel your ribs, feel in your arms, you can feel bones there. Your shins, elbow. Got bones all over your body, 206 of them, that's a lot. Your bones start out small, just the way you do. As your bones grow, you grow too. The smallest bones are where? Who wants to take a guess where the smallest bone is in your body? I'll give you a hint. It's not your pinky, it's not your thumb. It's actually inside your ear. You have a real tiny, it's microscopic almost, bone inside your ear. So the smallest bone in your body is inside your ear. The biggest bone in your body is, who wants to guess? I'll give you a hint. It's not up here. All right. Boney's going to help us out with this one. The smallest bone in your body is actually your femur bone. It's this bone. Some people call it your thigh bone. All right. Boney just fell down, so we'll leave him sit here for a second. It is your femur. The biggest bone is in your leg. So there's that one. So it's this bone, your thigh bone. It's called the femur. Biggest, strongest bone in your body. Some of your bones act as armor. The flat bone in the middle of your chest protects your heart. So if you get hit there, if you didn't have that bone there and you did this, you would be poking your heart. That would hurt. You could be in a lot of trouble. Your ribs are a bony cage for your lungs and the other squishy parts. So your lungs, your liver, your kidney, all that stuff that's up there. And we'll show you here with Boney. Here's that little chest plate they were talking about. That's what protects your heart. All these ribs. And you have 12 ribs on either side. And they actually connect from the back, they come around and connect into the front. Some people, very few, are born with a 13th rib, but most people have 12 ribs. And you can see them all right here. They all help protect your lungs and some of your other organs on the inside of your body. All right, next we go to the bones on your face and are part of your skull. It covers your brain like a helmet. All right, I tell people this all the time. How many brains do you have? One. You only get one. All right, it's not like a finger. You break a finger, it will heal, but you also have 9 more. You got one brain. Your skull is there protect your brain, but it only does so much. So you need to protect it. How do you do that? Put a helmet on. You're riding a bike, put a helmet on. You're skateboarding, put a helmet on. You're scootering, put a helmet on. All right, you only got one brain, protect it. Some people think skulls look scary. They like to wear skull masks on Halloween. We just had Halloween. I wonder how many of you guys went out as a skeleton for Halloween. Long ago, pirates used a flag with a skull and crossbones on it to frighten people. Today, a skull and crossbone means danger or poison. When you see it, stay away, be careful. A lot of times on medicine, all right, that means if that medicine is not for you, it could hurt you. You shouldn't touch anyone else's medicine. You shouldn't touch any medicine. Your bones do not bend, so they are joined in places where you need to bend. These places are called joints. Your elbow, that's a joint. Where else do you have them? Your knees, your wrist, your fingers. All right, each one of these is a little bone. There's joints in your fingers. Your spine or backbone has many joints. It helps you to stand up straight or to do a somersault. All right, I'll bring Boney out here. Help us with this one. Here, elbow. See how it bends? All right, that's a joint. Knee. See how it bends? That's a joint. You can see your foot flopping. All right, that's a joint, your ankle joint. Anywhere that two bones meet, they are joints. All right, and then we talked about your spine. It's all the way back here. It runs from all the way up here, all the way down here. It's not one solid one. They're actually a bunch of bones that sit on top of each other. So that way you can bend. If it was one solid bone, you would never be able to bend over. All right, our bones work with our muscles to make our bodies move. All right, I'll give you another one here. All right, so Boney here, this is where your bicep would be, right there. And when you contract it or make that pull in, your arm comes up. And when you let it loose, it comes down. So you're making a muscle here, and now you're not making a muscle. Make it, don't make it. All right, so all the muscles are what makes your bones move around. And we'll show you that picture right there. All right, bones are hard and strong, but sometimes they break by accident. Yes, you can break a bone. All right, generally it takes 4 to 8 weeks to heal. They'll put a cast on it. You've seen people with a cast, that's so the bone doesn't move. Imagine this is your bone together, you broke it, you gotta put it together, you want it to heal straight. So they put a cast on it, and about a month and a half, they can take the cast off and it's good as new. All right, luckily the broken parts can grow back together. After many weeks, the bone is healed. You can break a bone and it will heal. Fortunately for us, it will not stay broken forever. Some old bones turn into fossils after millions of years. Fossils tell us a lot about animals that lived long ago, such as dinosaurs. When people find dinosaur bones, they try and put it together so they can tell what the dinosaur looked like. Many animals have bones like ours, but their skeletons match their shapes and sizes. Toads and goldfish have much smaller bones than we do. Toads and goldfish have bones. Elephants and whales have much bigger bones than we do. And I'll show you this one picture first. I think that's kind of cool. You can see a little bone of a toad and bones of a goldfish. All right, and there are some bigger animals that have bones. All right, we have skin. Other animals, like fish, have scales on the outside. All right, some animals have no bones at all. Jellyfish and worms wiggle and squiggle without them. They have no bones. What do you think it would be like if we didn't have bones? If you had no bones at all, you would look like a blob. So when you run, stretch, grab, or chew, imagine looking like that. Poor blob. Can't go anywhere. Think of your bones and say thank you. All right, that is the end of our book. I do want to show you a couple things with my buddy Bones over here. I do have some cool kind of facts though. Your bones are actually an organ, just like your skin, your heart, your lungs. It's an organ. They actually have a lot more job than just keeping you straight. They produce red blood cells. They're actually hollow in the middle. Your bones are hollow. There's a sponge material on the inside of them that's called marrow. All right. So your bones are hollow, and that marrow helps protect or produce red blood cells that helps your body grow and stay healthy. More than half of the bones in your body are in your hands and your feet. You have about, I think I wrote it down here, you have 27 bones in your hand. 27 bones. Each little finger has 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, except your thumb has 2. But there's lots and lots of bones in your hand there that connect together with all those different joints. So you got 27 in each hand. There's his foot. 26 in each foot. So you have over 100 bones just in your hands and your feet. And I think we talked about where 2 bones meet. That's called your joint. All right, if you notice your leg, lower leg, shin bone, the big one that you feel right there, that's where you feel your shin. You can touch it. You can feel your bone right there. There is another little bone on the side. All right. If you break either one, you have to get it fixed. This one, I've heard stories where people crack it and then they still are running races or whatnot, and then they're like, "Oh, my leg hurts," and they'll go and get it looked at, and they actually broke their bone. You break the shin bone, then you're in big trouble. All right. These are your hip bones. If you stand up and touch this bone right here on your hip, that's this part of your bone sticking out. On either side, 2 hip bones. All right. Let's see, right up here, you can feel this bone coming right across here. That's your clavicle right there. Some people call it your collarbone. All right. And your actually skull is a bunch of separate bones that work together. And it's really hard to see, but you can see kind of on the side there where that comes across. That's actually like 2 bones that meet. You can see a little bit on top, a couple bones that meet together. And, oh, he's still talking. Hi, guys. How are you? Lastly, you've got a bunch of teeth. Your teeth are not actually considered bones. They are calcium, and your nose is not a bone. It's hard calcium. Same stuff that's in the hard part of your ear. That's your nose. You can break it. All right, you can break a nose. That hard calcium can crack, but it is not considered a bone. All right, so that is our lesson on bones. There is Boney. He had a great time today. I hope you guys are all doing great. Take care of your bones. Your parents tell you drink milk, vitamin D, good for your bones. You're growing up. Your bones will be fully grown by about 14. They'll reach their hardest at about 20. And then they constantly are remaking themselves and making themselves strong the rest of your life. So you'll be fully grown about, your bones will grow to full size about 14, 15, 16. But then your muscles can grow and you can still get bigger after that. All right, guys, miss you. Hope you're doing great, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.